Hello, everyone. Sorry you guys had to wait a little bit for me to hop on. This was kind of, in a way, a little bit of a last minute decision to get on tonight. So I don't know how long I'll be here. I'm thinking maybe like an hour or so. We'll see. See how I feel. Tonight is going to be a little bit different because I'm not doing a list. I'm just going to be reading for people at random. Looks like we already got a donation. Thanks, Leah, for the congrats. All right, so Georgia Peach donated. So we'll go ahead and start with Georgia Peach. Go ahead, Georgia, with your question. So donations do take priority. They're going to be guarantees. And then in between donations, if I have time, I'll be doing free readings. And I'll just be picking people at random. So I'll let you know when I'm about to do a free reading, and then you guys can just post your questions. We're just not taking a list tonight, only because I don't know how long I'll be here, and I want to try something a little different and see how many people I can help tonight. So Georgia Peach wants to know, does KJ have feelings for me? Okay. So does KJ have feelings for Georgia Peach? Natalia, there is not a minimum, but if you pay through PayPal and you're out of the United States, just know that I do get charged a fee. So whatever it is that you were planning on donating, if you could just know that I do get docked a little bit of that. So I do prefer Cash App if you're out of the States, if that's even possible. But there's no minimum. All right, so Georgia Peach wants to know, does KJ have feelings for Georgia Peach? 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 KJ have feelings for Georgia Peach? The answer overall is yes. We do have feelings here. With the Four of Wands, this is about wanting to or thinking about taking the next step in the relationship. So this is on KJ's mind. With the Four of Wands, this is the marriage card. This could mean that at some point that is a step that you guys will take in the future. But to me, usually when I see this card, it just means that we're thinking about taking the next step in the relationship. So whatever that means for you. If you guys are not together, then that means that maybe dating. If you're dating, maybe establishing the relationship, and so on and so forth. The Four of Wands is very much about being in harmony, just an establishment of a relationship in general. It makes me feel like it's just very much just in alignment with one another. So when I ask the question, does KJ have feelings for me? The Four of Wands pops out. This is a yes card. And not only that, but it's about relationships. We also have the Three of Wands, which is about expansion. It's about moving forward in an expansive kind of way. When I think of the Three of Wands, I think of when two becomes three. When I think of it, it's like just a discovery, an expansive kind of card. So it makes me feel like in KJ's mind there is thoughts of moving forward with you, or expanding in some way. So it kind of goes off the Four of Wands a little bit. There is a little bit of, yeah, just foresight, just thinking forward with you. The Death and Rebirth, it's about transitions, transformations, ending of one thing, moving on to the beginning of something else. So again, we're just keeping on with this theme. And the Six of Cups, if you guys have a past with each other, or have established some type of relationship at all, he's thinking about so far the moments that you've made together. The Six of Cups is a lot about nostalgia, familiarity, thinking back on memories that have been made with a fondness about it. So if you guys have a past together, he's thinking very fondly about it, but if you don't, it can just mean that you feel very familiar to him in a way that it almost feels like you guys have a past. Sometimes the Six of Cups comes out, it makes me feel like you guys have like past lives together. So with the Four of Wands, the Death and Rebirth, and the Six of Cups, if you believe in this sort of thing, it makes me feel like you guys could have a soul connection, because with the Four of Wands, it's like 1111. Sometimes when I see that, it makes me feel like a soul number, like a spiritual number, like a soulmate contract or a twin flame. And then we also have Death and Rebirth, and Death and Rebirth is almost like having multiple lives together. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is thinking fondly on the past lives. So if that's something that you believe in, that's kind of coming up heavy in this reading as well. So as far as feelings, though, overall, we have a lot of yes cards here. And even though the death card, if I'm asking specifically, death card is usually a no. But it is about new beginnings as well, because it's about transitions and transformations, and ending one thing and moving on to the next. And feeding off of all the other cards here, it does make me feel like he's considering the next step with you. So I feel like there's a heavy influence of expansion and that he does have feelings. You're welcome, Georgia Peach. All right, Leah. Yeah, I'm not taking a list. Yeah, I'm sure you just saw that. The free readings are random tonight, but if you want a guaranteed reading, just make a donation. There's no minimum. All right, so let's see here. Just reading what we've got going on in the chat. I don't think we've had any donations. I know that Natalia was asking if there was a minimum. If anyone's donated, make sure that you're letting my moderator, Leah, know, so that way she can let me know that there's been a donation in case I miss it. Okay, so we're going to go with username unknown. What is the first impression I give to people upon first meeting? That one is standing out to me, so we're going to do that one. And again, guys, if you donate, please make sure you let Leah know in the chat. So that way she can make sure that I see it. What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? Sorry, that's too many cards. What is the first impression? Again, multiple cards. What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? I'm going to go with, just because the first couple of cards that I've seen just try to pop out. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, because it was the 10 of Wands that tried to come out, and was it 10 of Wands? I think it was the 10 of Wands. And the 3 of Swords that tried to come out, and then now the 9 of Swords. I think initially people understand that you've probably been through a lot, or that you can handle a lot, that you're a pretty strong person, and that your past has been, basically you've just been through a lot of stuff in your life, and that you carry that with you. But it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just something that people see, and maybe even that it makes you strong. But the 9 of Swords is about having like maybe like some anxiety or some worry. So you may seem a little bit stressed when people first meet you. What is the first impression username unknown gives to people upon first meeting? What is the first impression username unknown? Yeah, but you're trying to put the past behind you. You're trying to let go of what no longer serves you. So again, like I said, it's not a bad thing. They see you as someone who's strong, who's learned from these things, who may actually be someone that could be like a role model, or someone to look up to and someone to learn from these things. We also have the 10 of Pentacles. So when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles, this is about someone who really is, family is very important to them. Whether that's the family that they were given by birth or the family that they make themselves. or friends that become their family, but having those people close to them that they love is very important, and they notice this about you. You're also somebody who wants to establish a good life for themselves, and that's something that they notice. So you may be someone who's determined to have what it is that they want. The Ten of Pentacles is someone who wants those end of life wealthy goals, basically. You want your house, you want your car, you want your retirement, and the relationship. If you're interested in having kids, then kids, or um, you know pets, or whatever it is that you want, in life. It's just like they see that you're willing to work for it to get to that goal. Username unknown. What is the impression? We also have passionate, Queen of Wands. You are someone who is social, like a social butterfly in a way. Someone who, like I said, kind of feeding off of this card, gets what they want. Works hard to get it, but has a way about them that is able to get what it is that they want. When you walk in a room, people notice you. You're that person that people are excited to have around them. You're just very passionate, very vibrant, very warm, very welcoming. There's just this there's just this warmth about you that people notice. And I think that there's something to be said about that as well, just because of them knowing that what it is that you've been through, but still being able to have this vibrance about you. That says something, and I think that speaks to people. Like I said about looking to you as in awe almost for what it is that you've gone through in life. So overall, just a very determined person, but very welcoming, social, warm, and you're learning from what it is you've been through. You're trying to grow, let go of what no longer serves you, and even though there's a heaviness sometimes, maybe you can get stressed, or you may have been through things such as life, we all have been through our own thing. You don't try not to let it get you down too much, and that's something that people really admire. So that is what I have for you, username unknown. And thanks for the compliment on my deck. It is the Light Seers Tarot. It's one of my favorites. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday, and I connected with it instantly. So if anyone reads tarot, and like I said, I get compliments literally every single time I do readings. So yeah, Libra, Sun, and Moon. So you got some air energy there. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad. All right. So I am just scrolling here through the questions that we have and seeing what speaks out to me, or what speaks to me, I mean. Leah, I was thinking like an hour and a half maybe. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go to bed right after this, so I'm thinking like maybe another hour or so. But if you aren't gonna be on super late, it's okay. You don't have to be on the whole time. All right, so Chels donated. Let's see here. Super chats are when I hit 1,000 subs, I think. So I'm not there yet. So keep subscribing, and then maybe I'll be able to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked into that, and it said super chats was 1,000 subs. So we'll get there one day, right? All right. So Charles Latrice, which form did we donate here? Was it Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal? Oh, it looks like Cash App. Okay. So Charles Latrice wants to know, what are Sag best friend feelings towards me? Will we be together? Oh, okay. What are Sagittarius's? What are Sagittarius? So what is Chelsea's Sagittarius best friend's feelings towards Chelsea? What are Sagittarius best friend's feelings towards Chelsea? What are Sagittarius' best friend's feelings towards Chelsea? What are Sagittarius' best friend's feelings towards Chelsea? What are best? What are Sagittarius' best? Chelsea Sagittarius best friend's feelings towards Chelsea. Sagittarius best friend's feelings towards Chelsea. Will Chelsea and Sagittarius be together? Yes or no? Will Sagittarius and Chelsea be together? Yes or no? Alright, we got hope in reverse. Will Sagittarius and Chelsea be together? Yes or no? Sagittarius and Chelsea be together? Yes or no? Sagittarius and Chelsea be together? Yes or no? Okay. Alright, so as far as will you guys be together, we got Star in reverse and we got Four of Swords. So, overall, when I ask a yes or no question, the star upright, either way, the star actually means it's favorable that you guys will be together. But the fact that it came in reverse makes me feel like it's going to happen probably not as quickly as you want. There's a huge delay, basically. And then the confirmation with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about taking hibernation, basically. Rest, like relaxation, meditation, contemplation, that kind of thing, and not really making any decisions. So the star represents having hope, wishful thinking, and wish fulfillment. It also means yes when asking a yes or no question. It means it's very favorable that this will happen. As far as predictions, I always ask questions, and when we get the outcome, it's surrounding the current energy of the situation. Please keep in mind that everyone has free will, so whatever you decide or whatever your best friend decides at a later time or a different time other than now, You could always override this. But as far as the current energy, what you're currently feeling, what they're currently feeling, it seems very favorable, very likely that you all will be together. It's just because it came in reverse makes me feel like it's not going to happen as quickly as maybe you're hoping for. And paired with the Four of Swords, which is someone kind of looking within and taking time to themselves, I just feel like it's just going to happen in a very slow moving kind of way. The reason being is because maybe out of fear, we have the Strength card in reverse. Just having strength upright is basically having strength, having the courage to be able to express how you feel about someone and be able to come forward. It's also about having a gentle influence and persuasion about a situation. When it's in reverse, it makes me feel like maybe he has those feelings. Or I'm saying it's a he, I'm assuming it's a he, but it may be a she, who knows. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to go with he for now. But I feel like maybe there's just some fear there, something kind of holding back from expressing how they feel. As far as the feelings though, there is some passion, there is some chemistry. We have Wands energy. Wands is about, maybe you or they are a fire sign. Fire would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And the King of Wands is Aries. So, of course, it can be Leo or Sagittarius, but Aries is like the main one for King of Wands. This is someone who is very wants to be viewed as kind of like an alpha male by you possibly, or maybe they see you as someone who's like a leader, who has vision, who's very passionate, maybe even kind of artsy, or creative in some way, and they just view you as someone who they have this chemistry with, especially with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a bit of a free spirit. This is someone who kind of marches to the beat of their own drum, so to speak. They just are very carefree. So as far as feelings for you, they just see you as someone who they appreciate, they really adore, and they feel this passion, they feel this chemistry for, just maybe not ready to move forward and express that because, like I said, the strength came in reverse, so there's definitely some fear, some holding back. So I feel like there are feelings there. I feel like there is definitely, it's a yes, that there are feelings and that it's likely that you all will be together. If we're going off the current energy, I just don't know how soon. I just don't think it's going to be as quickly as maybe you're hoping for. So that's what I have for you, Chels. I hope that answered your question. So next we have Carrie, I believe. Carrie donated. All right, Carrie, go ahead with your question. Chels, I hope that helped. I don't know where you went. You're welcome, Chels. Okay, Leah, that's not a problem. All right. Thanks for helping me out. Leah, what I'll do is I'll get you a free reading before you go, because last time you checked in too late, and since you're my moderator, I told you I'd get you this time, remember? So after I do Carrie's, I'll do you if you can hang around. So Carrie wants to know, how is Brian feeling about me? Okay. How is Brian feeling about Carrie? Cups, reverse upright. Ace of Cups, reverse upright. Cups, reverse upright. How's Brian feeling about Carrie? How's Brian feeling about Carrie? How's Brian feeling about Carrie? There's just a lot of cards coming out here. Okay. Brian's feeling a lot of things because there were just, my cards just were talking like crazy. And there was like 5 cards coming out at a time at certain points. So I was trying to get just like clear readings here. All right, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Lovers, King of Cups, and the World. Overall, I feel like this is good energy with Brian. There's one thing that does concern me a little bit because I feel like, I don't know if this is Brian trying to give you stability and security, or this is Brian trying to be controlling and possessive. Because the 4 of Pentacles can be where you're trying to just be very conservative, stable, secure, just be like that person that adds value to someone's life, or you're being controlling and you're being possessive. So you're going to have to kind of decipher that and take what resonates. But all the other cards are really good. So, you know, that's just the initial thing that I got with that first card that came out. So I just want to throw that out there. With the Ace of Cups, we do have a new offer of love. So I'm not sure if you guys are together. If you are together, this could mean that you are, hold on, someone just donated. I just want to get their name down. So if you are together, this could mean that there's going to be a renewal on your relationship. So, sometimes in relationships you kind of go through a rut. This could just mean that there's a refresh, a renewal, that kind of thing. If you are not together, this means that there's a new offer of love coming in. This could mean that you guys are going to connect. With the Lover's card, this means that there's a relationship, there's deep attraction, there's probably even like a soul connection of some sort. The Lovers is a major arcana card. So major arcana means major life themes. So they're very significant when these cards come out. And so it means that this person is a very important person in your path. We have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is about having compassion, having love, having deep emotional connection, intellect, and just being in emotional control and stability as well. And then we have the World, which is about overall success, accomplishment, completion, and integration. So integrating like weaving, kind of like getting like that. When I think of this card, for whatever reason right now, I'm thinking just like weaving in all the elements of your lives together. You said, we're not together anymore. We've been broken up for a year, and he hasn't spoke to me in a minute and a half. I've been told a lot by different readers he's my twin flame. Yeah. Usually with twin flame, I get 2 of Cups, but at the same time, I could keep shuffling and 2 of Cups might come out. You know what I mean? The Lovers, like I said, is a major arcana card. It's a deep soul connection. It's definitely a soul contract of some sort. It could be a twin flame connection. It's definitely about these deep unified relationships. And they're very significant. So, and a lot of people, like a lot of tarot readers, for them specifically, like their spirit guides connect with them when they're reading, and they, like their spirit guides know when they see the Lovers, that means twin flames. So it's very possible that if this card has come up before, that could just be confirmation for you that that's who this person is. So if that is the fact, then it's likely that this person is not done being in your life. The thing about twin flames and karmic partners and things like that is a lot of times you all separate for either a brief or a long period of time and you come back together, because there's certain things that you have to learn apart before you can be together for good. So, maybe the 4 of Pentacles is about him just keeping to himself a little bit, because remember I mentioned the word conservative, stability, security, that kind of thing. So maybe he's working out his karmic life patterns right now so that he can provide that stability and that security for you when you guys come back together. But I just have to always throw out that controlling possessiveness thing. Just because if I don't throw out that red flag, like people might come back to me and be like, why didn't you tell me this? So I just always like to mention it. It's like the 3 of Cups situation with that whole thing. So, but there's definitely this feeling of a new offer of love coming in as far as feelings. There's this deep soul connection. There's this emotional compassion between the 2 of you. There's success, accomplishment, integration. To me personally, within this reading, it does not feel like this is over, if that makes sense. Yes, exactly. Lovers is Gemini. He's very obsessed with his career. He wants a very stable life. So that could be him working on himself. The Pentacles has to do with career, finances, things of that nature. And that could be why it came first and foremost, because maybe that's what it is that he's focusing on. But, very soon after that's a new offer of love. It's explaining the relationship. Maybe this is the order of his life. Maybe he feels like he needs these things first before he can focus on these other things. But when asking the question about how he feels about you, I feel like you're still there. You know what I mean? The essence of you is definitely still there for him. So I hope that that answered your question. That's all I have for you, Carrie, okay? So I have a donation. I'm not sure if you shouted in the chat who you are. You're welcome, Carrie. If you can just say hi that you donated, let me know. But I'm going to read for my moderator real quick because she has to go, and I was supposed to read for her in my last reading, and I had to get off, so I owe her. All right, so Leah, go ahead with your question. Okay, so Jamie donated, right? Okay. So Jamie, I'm gonna do Leah's reading, and then you will be next, okay? Do you see me going to LA anytime soon, and do you see any opportunities for me there in terms of career? Okay. Will Leah be going to LA anytime soon, yes or no? Huh. Ugh, I'm having like a hard time getting this answer. It's like mixed energy. Will Leah be going to LA anytime soon? Yes. So I want the cards to like, there we go. We have Knight of Swords. Okay, so it feels like you will be going to LA, but it's not, I'm not getting like a time frame. I keep asking for one, it's not happening. When I'm phrasing it soon, it's like giving me cards that are kind of like foggy, if that makes sense. And then I'm like, please provide a time frame. I'm not getting one. So it feels like it's gonna happen, I'm just not getting like a time frame. It does seem like it's something that is on your mind. You are thinking about a lot. You are wondering about a lot. Maybe not obsessing over. I want to say like maybe like even subconscious thought is just something that like maybe you don't even realize that it's something that you really, really put a lot of focus on. Yeah, maybe in the future because of COVID, exactly. Um, the Judgment card is very favorable. The Knight of Swords is favorable. Um, Judgment is about needing to kind of like heal from things, find a way to move on from things that are no longer serving you so that things can happen for you. So maybe there's like some blocked energy, some stagnant things going on. Maybe there's just some things that you have to put in the past and get some things kind of in order before you can actually make this trip happen. Um, and the Knight of Swords, again, is a favorable. It's like a yes card. But the King of Swords is like kind of cold, kind of distant. They're very smart. They're very intellectual. They're very like seekers of knowledge and truth. Um, but there's just something here that feels like, I don't know, kind of closed, just not very open. I don't know. And maybe it's because of COVID. Maybe you're just like, I don't even know if this is going to happen. Yeah, there's blocked and stagnant energy. Yeah, there's just, it's something here. I don't really know what it is. I'm trying to like explain it. And it's almost like my energy is blocked to even be able to explain what it is. But I want to say yes. You're going to make it happen. Soon? Not quite sure. And then you said, do you see any opportunities for me there in terms of career? So let's see that. Because I do feel like you're going to make that trip, you know? So let's see what we've got. Are there any? I think I'm not confident if it will happen because it's LA. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like shut off. Like that's what I meant by like closed, like not really open to it, maybe like 100%. Do you see any opportunities for Leah in terms of career? Any opportunities for Leah in terms of career? Of course. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's kind of a lot about manifesting this for yourself. You have options here when asking about career opportunities for you in LA in terms of career. What it's saying is that you'll have options. You'll have choices. Maybe you even like kind of daydream and think about and fantasize about what things could be like out there. But it's saying that you really need to like kind of go in deep inside of yourself and your inner knowing, your subconscious, your intuition, and that you are very intuitive yourself and that you need to really listen to your inner guidance about this. And maybe even try to manifest a little bit, maybe meditate a little bit more, and try to bring in some of that manifestation energy and remove some of these blocks that you have going on. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's about having that vision, to be able to bring what it is that you want to life, to know that you're planting those seeds and that you're going to reap the benefits of that harvest. So it's about making things happen, not just thinking about it, but like finding ways to start, planting those seeds. It's about having that like perseverance and investment in it. So I'm kind of getting the nudge from Spirit right now, basically telling you that it's supported, but it's not just going to be like, almost like you too also have to be open and like do things as well. Like call to action is kind of like the words that are coming to mind right now. Like if there's something that you want the universe to provide to you, listen to the signs with your intuition and do the things that you're being guided to do to help you along the way to achieve the goals that you want. Because we humans here on, the third 3D dimension, whatever, like the third dimensional, like we also have calls to action. If there's things that we want to happen, we have to also make them happen. That we are divinely guided, we're supported, the universe wants to help us and have our back, but we also too have to do things to make these dreams reality. So it's kind of like what the Seven of Pentacles is about. You said, LA is super hard. I'm determined to go, but it's a lot to put forward in place to go. Yeah, I'm not on the right path to manifest, but I have thoughts of wanting to go, but the support system too. I do that, but I have to actually put things in place for it to make it happen. Okay, so basically there's so many like meditation tools online on YouTube. You can literally just like click meditation on YouTube and there's like guided meditations on there. If you want to actually meditate to manifest, I recommend looking up the Gem Goddess. She's like really well known on YouTube. She's actually really great at talking about like quantum physics and how you can meditate, raise your vibration, bring in things that you want. She's someone that I really like followed a lot when I was like first starting out my tarot journey actually. So I would definitely like, and she has her own guided meditation too. So she's kind of just like a whole like wealth of knowledge. So I would look up like maybe her guided meditation and just listen to it and just do it. She literally tells you, lay down, listen to this with headphones, do exactly what I say. And you do this like every day for like a month and it kind of helps you like recalibrate your mind. And she said like if thoughts flow in, that's okay, observe them and let them go, and eventually you'll be able to find ways to clear your mind. Your energies will change, your vibrations will rise. You know what I mean? So I hope that helped. I feel like it's going to happen for you, Leah. I feel like if you want it bad enough, it's going to happen, of course. But there's just some stagnant and blocked things that are going on right now that we've got to work on. Yeah, you're welcome. Jamie, go ahead with your question if you don't mind posting it again, because there's a lot going on in the chat here. And my moderator is signing off for the night. So if anybody else donates, if you can please let me know in the chat. Bonus points, if you can like put an emoji next to it or something, just so I can see it a little bit better. And it kind of brings it to my attention. Will Neo and Jamie be in a committed relationship? Yes or no? Will Neo and Jamie... Oh, it's Jemiah? I'm sorry. Will Neo and Jemiah Will Neo and Jemiah be in a committed relationship? Will Neo... I even have my glasses on, and I'm like reading this wrong. Will Neo and Jemiah be in a committed relationship? Yes or no? Reverse or upright? Upright, okay. Will Neo and Jemiah be in a committed relationship? Yes or no? Neo and Jemiah be in a committed relationship? Yes or no? Goodness gracious. All right, so the overall energy is Queen of Swords. It's someone who's trying to gain perspective, gain truth about something, which could be you. This is air energy. This is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. If it's not you, this could be Neo. Or it just could be the overall energy surrounding the question, which is basically like someone who just wants to have that perspective and understanding what's going on here. The Queen of Swords is someone who may have been really hurt in the past, so they kind of approach things rather bluntly. They aren't always tactful with the way they come across because they're just tired of the BS basically, and they're just like, kind of just tell me the truth, just be honest. I just want to know what the heck is going on. They just want that perspective. That's kind of what the Queen of Swords is. That's like the overall energy here at the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Pentacles did come up in reverse. My intuition was making me feel like I needed to make it upright. I did confirm that with Spirit. They did say upright, but I don't know, because the rest of the cards feel kind of, I don't know, they're just like in the middle. I'm not feeling like full one way or the other, so we're going to go through them. I have Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is very hopeful, very favorable. Ace of Pentacles is about a new offer of abundance and prosperity. So a lot of times this has to do with finances and career, but we are asking in regards to committed relationships. So when you're asking if a relationship is going to happen, we're asking about a relationship question, and the Pentacles comes up, that's fine. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with finances. This could just mean that this commitment would be prosperous. This commitment would be abundant, but I'm feeling like there's some blocks here before this actually happens. The Ten of Swords is about someone who feels maybe betrayed or stabbed in the back or heavy about a situation. The Ten of Swords is about feeling things coming to an end or a loss. So I'm not sure if maybe Neo's trying to move on from something outside of you, or maybe you're trying to move on from something outside of Neo. It does feel like whatever is going on, whenever I see it in this deck, that the weight is lifting to be able to move forward. But we also have the Eight of Swords, so we have this self-imposed restriction. So that what that means is that someone's blocking themselves. Someone's bonding themselves and thinking that they're like restricted in some way, that someone's doing it to them, but it's in their mind. Eight of Swords is when you can escape something. that you have control, but you don't realize that you have control over something. So you kind of let it take hold of you and consume you, basically. And the Four of Cups is when you feel low in spirits. So, low spirited, basically. You're not really interested. You're kind of apathetic. Offers are being made to you, and you're just despondent. You're just disinterested in whatever's happening. You may even be just in kind of like a contemplative, just meditative, trying to figure out what it is that you want kind of state. So let's see what you said here. He's a Scorpio. I'm a Virgo, but my ex is an air sign. Okay. Yes, I believe he is. You believe he is what? Oh. So I want to say that maybe he is going through something and that the commitment can't happen until these things are resolved. The positive thing about the Ten of Swords in this deck is that I feel like things are being lifted. There's kind of like the sun is coming up, trying to move on from someone he's dating. Oh, got it. That makes sense. So maybe, yeah, okay. It's all making sense. Okay, so he feels weighed down by that. He feels maybe kind of tied to that relationship, a little bit restricted, and maybe not happy with it, kind of like I said, apathetic, disinterested, that kind of thing. So yeah. So that's the energy that I'm getting right now. So it's likely that because that's the current energy that he's experiencing at the moment, we can't really delve in too deep about how things are going to go between the two of you because he hasn't even made it that far. So what I will say is with the Ace of Pentacles, we do have an offer of, like I said, prosperity and abundance, and surrounding the relationship, asking if you guys are going to be in a committed relationship, that it could be. It did come in reverse originally. So that could just mean that, when it does come, that, like I said, it's very favorable that it will happen. Maybe it's just going to be delayed. Maybe it's just not going to come as soon as you would like it to. It's hard to say just because he's kind of stuck in this headspace right now. So hopefully, if he can work through this, however long that takes, then we can get a better idea, in the future, kind of what he's thinking about the two of you. But like I said, when we ask questions about free will, if someone hasn't made a decision about something, then spirit can't really pass the message along if they haven't made their mind up yet. So, yeah. So that's all I have for you, Jemiah. All right, if anyone else donated, please let me know. If no one else donated, I'm going to... Oh, I think I just got a donation, actually. Okay. Remember, if you donated, put an emoji. Yeah, Jada, I got you. Okay. Jada, what's your question? Hey everyone that's joining in. Thank you so much. I know I've got some new subscribers tonight. I really appreciate it. If you are just hopping in, my moderator has, I think she's already gone. She left for the night. She had to get to bed. So if you can, just read my description because I'm doing things a little bit differently tonight. Donations guarantee readings, of course, as always. They take priority. But I'm not actually doing a list. I'm trying things a little different tonight, just because I really didn't have a time frame of how long I could be on here, and I didn't want to make a list and then not get to someone's reading because that wouldn't really be fair. All right. And guys, there's not like a minimum really. I mean, I would say the minimum is like $1. Only because like with PayPal I do get a fee. You know, people are usually more generous than that, but there's not really a minimum. So if you guys want to guarantee a reading, just a heads up on that. So Jada is a guy born January 21st, interested in me. He's from my old job. Okay. Is a guy born, all right, so is January 21st interested in Jada? Is January 1st male interested in Jada? Is January 1st male interested in Jada? Yes or no? Is January 21st male interested in Jada? Yes or no? Is January 21st male? Okay, did you guys see that when I was shuffling as I was reading your question? Did you see that card flip over and then again it just came out? Is January 21st male interested in Jada? Yes or no? Is January 21st male interested in Jada? Yes or no? Is January 21st male interested in Jada? Yes or no? All right. Let's see if any other cards are talking, because I'm asking a yes or no question, so I feel like Spirit's like, no, I answered your question, you're done. Okay, so we got that. Anything else for Jada? Oh. Alright, so is that reverse or right? Reverse or upright, reverse or upright. Reverse or upright. Okay. So we have these two cards. So first we have a yes card. We have Page of Cups. Page of Cups is about believing in the impossible. So I'm not saying it's like impossible for this person to be interested in you, but I'm just saying that it's a yes. It's very favorable if this person is interested in you. Page of Cups is about a messenger. It's about synchronicities and paying attention to signs from the universe. And it's about believing in things, that things can happen. So it's and when I see the Page of Cups, it also makes me think of like text messages, emails, calls, things like that. So it may be that you may actually hear from this person in some way, some form of communication. We also have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is just someone who may feel like, and it may be you, I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like it might be you, who is a little bit like suspended, who feels like they're not sure how to move forward with this approach, possibly. The Hanged Man is about someone who feels suspended or um, maybe stagnant, like not really like moving forward or backwards with this person, and they're needing to kind of have like a new perspective or try to find a way to approach this person in some way, maybe with like fresh eyes or something, and maybe you're just like a little bit hesitant to maybe you reach out to this person. We also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very like being in your own element, being very happy. Um, it's kind of like when you're reaping the benefits of the efforts that you have put in with something. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new offer of abundance and prosperity. And then we also have the Star, which is about wish fulfillment, being hopeful, like wishing upon a star, basically. So overall, it just feels very happy to me. It feels very favorable. This person is interested in you in some way. You said we haven't talked in months, so he may be trying to decide to communicate. Yeah, I think we both don't know how to approach. Yeah, that may be what the Hanged Man is. Like you guys feel like you're not really moving forward or backwards. You're just kind of like stuck, you know? Um, And the Nine of Pentacles can be like independent single energy, so you guys are kind of like in that energy right now, but maybe you're wanting to move forward with maybe like making a connection of some sort. So you're kind of like wishing upon a star, maybe the other person will reach out. You know what I mean? But like I said, the Page of Cups is about a messenger. So it's possible that you may be hearing from this person, or maybe you'll work up the courage to reach out yourself. But I do feel like it's favorable that he is interested, just because the Page of Cups is a yes card. And it's about believing in possibilities. And then we also have the Star, which is wish fulfillment. And then we have a new offer of prosperity and abundance. So I hope that answered your question, Jada. That's all I have for you. Aroa, what's your question? I saw that you donated. Hey, hon. Brennan. Hey, what time are you going to bed? What?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. What time are you going to bed? I was just wondering. I'm trying to give them the heads up when I'll be signing off.
Probably 2.
Oh, okay. You're welcome, Jada. Melody, there's no minimum for the donations. I've just been telling people that if you donate through PayPal, that I usually get charged a service fee if you're out of the States. So if you do it through there and you're not in the United States, if you have the option for like Venmo or Cash App, that's preferable, just because I haven't noticed on there I've gotten a service fee. Sorry, it's late. I'm like, my words aren't working. But there's no minimum. So like whatever it is that you want to do is great for me. All right, I pulled my energy back from Santana today. What will be the outcome of my decision? Okay. The outcome of your decision. Santana. Aurora pulled energy away from Santana. What will be the outcome? What is the outcome of this? What is the outcome of pulling away from Santana? What is the outcome of pulling away from Santana? What is the outcome of pulling energy away from Santana? What is the energy of pulling away from Santana? What is the outcome of pulling away from Santana? What's the outcome of pulling away from Santana? Melody, that's okay if you have PayPal. Well, let me stop shuffling for a second. That's okay if you have PayPal. That's not a problem. I just like to give people the heads up that I get charged a service fee. So whatever it is that they donate, just know that if you're not in the United States, that I do get whatever it is that you wanted to donate, that I get charged. So it's like less than what it is that you offered. So I just like to give you the heads up on that. But whatever it is that you can afford, that you want to donate, that you wish to donate to me, I'm grateful for. So if that's the only way that you can do it, that's fine, because that's one of my options. So I'm sorry if that wasn't clear. What will be the outcome? Whoa. Alright, so that was supposed to be upright, and we've got, whenever I have 5 cards and try to like fit them all in the frame, it's like not always easy. Alright, so we have the Four of Swords, the Magician, the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, and the Page of Swords. As far as the outcome, I feel like this is going to be good for you. Give me a second here to pull the energy a little bit. I needed some clarity on the Knight of Swords. It could just be about like that communication, that mental clarity, but I just want confirmation on the Knight of Swords here. Confirmation on the Knight of Swords, please. Confirmation on the Knight of Swords. Okay, yeah. All right. So the outcome of this is overall very positive for you. We have the Four of Swords, which can be viewed as healing. It's basically recuperation. It's kind of like, sometimes you refer to it as like when you come back from battle and you're just like trying to recover from this. You're healing. You are hibernating. You're licking your wounds. You're relaxing, resting, taking the time that you need to heal. We have the Magician. So you're going to be a lot more open. Your vibrations may even be higher. You might feel more like less blocked, I guess I should say, to be able to manifest what it is you want in your life. The Magician is about having all the tools in your arsenal to create the life that you want. And so when the Magician comes up in a reading, it makes me feel like now you have the opportunity to, it's almost like you're not blocked anymore from the situation. You're not putting your focus and your energy into this situation with Santana. And now you're able to finally focus on what it is that you want to bring into your life. We also have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be viewed as someone who makes hasty decisions and things like that. But when I saw this card, it was more about having mental clarity and communication. And I got confirmation with that with the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is when you feel burdened. And in this tarot, when it comes up, I feel like you're releasing that burden. So you're having that clarity. You're releasing that burden. That's that confirmation. With the Lovers, you may also have more room and more openness to welcome a new love into your life when you're ready. If this was a love, like romantic relationship. But I also view this as self-love as well. I view this as a way for you to kind of figure out and come back to self. We also have the Page of Wands, so maybe you're figuring out the truth about things. The Page of Wands is someone who's very interested in knowledge, truth, honesty. They're very intellectual. They're kind of like bookworms. Maybe you can get back to what it is that interests you and fills you up and you're passionate about, and kind of like, yeah, just lights you up, and just kind of refocus back on what it is that you want, kind of like with the Magician card. So I feel like this is all very, just very good for you. Just bringing you back to self here is the overall message. Wow, yes, so true, definitely resonates. Okay, good, I'm so glad. That's all I have for you, and I'm really happy that it all resonates for you. You are so welcome. You're welcome. All right, so I think Jada donated again. What is your question, Jada? And thank you so much, everyone, for the donations. Thanks for subscribing. As you all know, if you guys are returning, every time that I go live, if you hit the notification bell, you have like a better chance of getting a free reading, because sometimes I do the free list at the beginning. Tonight was the first time I did it at random. I'm not really sure how things are going to go in the future, but tonight I just didn't know how long I would be on. So if you subscribe, hit the notification bell, you'll always know when I go live, and then that way you'll have a chance to actually get a reading with me. So I really do appreciate the subscribes though, because it does help my channel, the likes, and the donations, of course. I really, really appreciate. Jada wants to know, is art career best for me? Career for Jada. Career choice for Jada, please. Career for Jada. Career for Jada. So I feel like right now you're trying to get away from whatever it is you're currently doing, maybe possibly, to pursue something that you want to do as a passion. The Six of Swords is the advice here is to move away from things that no longer serve you. Put the past in the past, move away from those things that you don't want to do anymore. I'm thinking we're working towards follow your passion is kind of what these next cards are going to come out to be. And if art is, yep, here we go. Another Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about putting the past in the past. Eight of Cups is about moving away, withdrawing from things that aren't working for you anymore. Let's see here. Career for Jada. Career for Jada. Something that has to do with maybe you traveling the world. Possibly, but whatever it is, it's going to make you feel very completed. Very, I'm saying very a lot. Accomplished. We also have the Nine of Cups, which is a card of great fulfillment when it comes to your wishes, of luxury, of comfort. Career choice for Jada. Career choice for Jada. Anything else for career for Jada? I feel like with the Nine of Cups, you're going to have a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment, like I said, with the Nine of Cups. The King of Swords, I feel like it's going to put you in a position where you're going to be kind of maybe networking or being like in communication with a lot of people. You'll have to use your senses to know whether to trust other people. So it's kind of making sense to me with like maybe being put under contract. So the art thing kind of is making a little bit of sense here. The Two of Cups, this is about following your passions. This is kind of what I was talking about. Remember when I said that I feel like a card about passion is going to come out? This is about love. And this is actually in a relationship reading is about relationships and attraction and coming together in a relationship. But to me, it feels like following your soul's purpose. That has me traveling the world. Yeah, the world is about travel. I mean, I wouldn't say the world necessarily. It could just be wherever it is that you are, you'll be doing a lot of traveling in that area. But it is the world card, so it could mean traveling the world. The world just means travel in general. Tropical Dame, you are after Jada, yes. Anything else for Jada? All right. So we're going to do a life purpose. So I want to get some clarification on art career. Life purpose for Jada, please. They want me to shuffle again. Oh, a traveling art collector, huh? Life purpose for Jada. Now, I want to also make it clear that life purpose doesn't necessarily have to do with a career. Like, you can have a calling and a life purpose that's separate from your career, or they can kind of intertwine. Or you can have hobbies that are like a calling and a life purpose that's separate from your career, and they can be three different things. So I just want to throw that out there, but I love these cards because I think that they provide a lot of clarity. So I just want to see what we have for you. Life purpose, Jada J. So we have here. Whoop. Oh, we got another travel card. Life purpose, Jada J. Sorry, that was like 3 cards at once. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, so we have a couple messages for you. We have children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So when this card comes up, this could mean literally, this could mean child protective services, counseling, like literally there's just so many things. Being an advocate for children. Another thing that comes to mind is like there's like right now there's like a lot of talk about like child like sex trafficking and stuff. So being like basically on the platform, kind of like in being like very open and talking about this and trying to find ways to like help put a stop to this kind of thing. Just being like an advocate. So it's not really like a career necessarily, but that could be something that you do. That could be a calling. Like that could be your light worker thing that you do. Another thing could be just children in general. You could just be a parent. And your children could be your life purpose. So that could be one of your life purposes is children. We also have, you said, you know what's funny? Those cards have come out before from a different reader. Oh, wow, that's crazy. You also have heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. So I feel like with this, when you're asking is an art career best for you, I feel like follow your heart because you are being supported with this. You're on the right path is another confirmation here. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. We also have study. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. In regards to that, we also have the King of Swords. These are kind of similar to me. When study comes up, I also think of I think it's the Page of Swords in this deck, I want to say. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Because they're reading a book. And so it's like kind of like a very studious suit when they're all about the mind, knowledge, the hunger, the thirst, basically for seeking that knowledge and that intellect and that kind of thing. So that kind of correlates with this tarot card is just wanting to learn, to gain that confidence, to basically have that establishment, within yourself and feel like you're doing your best work and that putting in that quality work and adding value in what it is that you're doing. And then we also have career. So we have your life purpose involves traveling. And then we have the world, which is also about travel. So it makes me feel like, do we have a certain answer about art? Not specifically, but we have so many confirmations about follow your passion, follow what you love, follow what brings you emotion, follow what brings you fulfillment and comfort and happiness, follow your heart's desires. You're on the right path, you're being supported, and put behind, what no longer serves you. Run away from that. So, intuitively, I feel like that's kind of giving you the answer right there. So you said, also you've been told you could be an art teacher teaching children. No way, that's so cool. It's a confirmation. Yeah, totally. That's so awesome. I'm really happy about that. So that's all I have for you, Jada. Tropical Dame, go ahead with your question. My camera is going to go out for a minute probably. I just need to check my phone real quick. And my phone is my webcam. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out my donations for the night. If anyone wants to donate right now, basically speak now or forever hold your peace because I'm about to close it out. And I don't really know how to send donations back after you donate, so hopefully that won't happen because I'll be signing off here soon. I'm going to put closed on here on the title so that people know that my list is closed. All right, so if anybody else wants to donate, like I said, just let me know real quick in the chat before you donate if you would like to, just so I know. Anybody who's still here, I will do one more free reading, so just hang out. I'm not sure who it'll be, but I'll do one more free reading after this. No, tropical. I think I could find it. What can I expect with marriage life if I decide to marry again in the future? Okay. You're welcome, Jada. I don't know if I said that already, but if I did, you're welcome again. All right. Oh, that's so sweet. Tropical Dame, you're a sweetheart. You work with kids and you hope they combine the love of art with kids. All right. So what can Tropical Dame expect with marriage life? Decides to marry again in the future. Okay. Tropical Dame decides to marry again in the future. What can expect with marriage? Okay. If Tropical Dame decides to marry again in the future, what can they expect with marriage life? What can Tropical Dame expect with marriage life if they decide to marry again in the future? What can Tropical Dame expect with marriage life if they decide to marry again in the future? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So many great things. So I really do hope you decide to marry in the future. We have Queen of Wands, King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Seven of Wands. Overall, very positive energy, very positive, just vibrations here. With the Queen of Wands, you can expect a lot of warmth, a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry even. The Queen of Wands is someone who likes a social life. They're kind of like a bit of a social butterfly, so I kind of see maybe you guys doing maybe like weekly dinners out or like having people over every once in a while, or maybe, you know, doing that kind of thing, just having like kind of like a healthy social life, you know, not necessarily doing things all the time out and about, but just very fun, very vibrant, very warm and inviting. The King of Cups, the relationship would be compassionate, loving. King of Cups is emotionally stable, controlled, intellectual. So the conversations that you hold with one another will be reciprocated very well. If you have an issue with something, it'll be well received, understood, and acknowledged in a very emotionally intellectual kind of way. Just overall very healthy, very generous kind of relationship. Like I said, just loving and compassionate. The Wheel of Fortune is about life cycles, karmic cycles. But when I see the wheel, I also just really, first and foremost, I think of just good luck and good fortune and just a lot of happy times, a lot of just good things coming to you, things that, and you know, just you kind of being where you're supposed to be in that moment and things kind of just lining up the way that they're supposed to be for you. The Four of Pentacles shows me that you guys are going to have stability, security. With this reading, I'm just getting kind of peacefulness, calm. You know, sometimes with the Four of Pentacles, it can feel kind of controlling and manipulative and possessive, but I'm not really feeling that with this. I'm feeling more like like I'm seeing like the wind blowing in her hair and just really just being just so calm and at peace in the relationship. We also have the Hierophant. So this person's going to feel, I feel like they're going to feel like very similar to you in the way that they have common beliefs, common values. You're going to identify with this person on a very like deep level. You may have the same spiritual beliefs, religious beliefs if you're religious. You're just going to connect and vibe on that level. And your relationship's going to feel like you guys can persevere and overcome basically any challenge that comes your way with the Seven of Wands. You said you like being social and you like gatherings. Yes, it has to be healthy and warm. So I feel like I'm hopeful for you that you do get married again, because these are all very positive cards and it's all very beautiful, and really I don't see anything negative at all about it. So I I hope that you do find this person because it's very beautiful. But that's what I have for you, Tropical. All right, so everyone else that is left in my chat, go ahead and post your questions. I'm going to scroll through. Whoever's question like kind of jumps out at me, I'll just roll with that. And I'll just choose you guys at random. Tropical said, how is my son's... Oh, no, that's not Tropical. Sorry, this chat's going by, and I'm trying to, like, read. Tropical said, I like being social. All hands clapping. With this reading, I'm feeling excited to get married again. Good for you. And then I was unsure, but now I'm like, wow. Yeah, those were really beautiful cards. All right, let's see here. Hey, Tropical, I closed out my donations. I would if I could, but I got to do one free reading and then I have to sign off. But make sure you subscribe if interested. I go live at least once a week, and I always take donations and I do free readings every time. All right, so let's see. What's new? Well, okay, Aries girl's jumping out at me for some reason. So, what's new? To come in my career path. Aries, are you subscribed? Aries girl? You're welcome, Tropical. Wish I could. If it wasn't like 2 a.m. where I am, I would totally do it. Thank you, you too. All right. What's new to come? Okay. What's new? Thanks, Tropical. What's new coming in Aries' career? What's new coming in Aries' career? Oh, thank you so much. What's new coming in Aries' career? All right, so that flipped out reverse. So I'm going to read both ways there. Hmm. Cool. 10 cards. One card, please. One card. Okay. Aries. Got a couple of things I want to tell you. More so than anything, as far as like predictions, I have more so advice for you from Spirit. As far as like, because you wanted to know like what's coming as far as career. I'm trying to like scroll back to your question here. All right, we have 8 of Cups, which is about you walking away from things that no longer serve you anymore. It's about abandonment, withdrawal. It did fall in reverse originally. Intuitively, I wanted to turn it around, but I am going to read it both ways because it could also mean that you feel hopeless. It could mean that you feel like you just like you just want to walk away from something, like you just want to detach yourself from a situation. So I'm not sure if where you are in your career you're not happy with, or maybe you've already left a situation that you weren't happy with and you're just like, what's coming next? But that's kind of what I see there. The 2 of Cups is about following what you love. What is your passion? What's something that really speaks to you, sets your heart on fire? That's kind of what you need to be chasing. Maybe that's going to be difficult for you. Maybe your passion is something that might cause a conflict for you. Maybe it's going to cause a little bit more struggle than something that's more streamlined and traditional for you. The 5 of Wands is about conflict and struggle, but it's about conflict and struggle when following your passion. Okay, so because that's the Wands. So it may cause a little bit of tension. Maybe you feel a little bit restricted because of it, possibly with the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is about self-imposed restrictions, so I'm kind of getting like self-limiting beliefs a little bit. But I just want you to know that the advice here is to just keep going, I guess, is the advice, because we have to follow your passion. We have to time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So what is it that sets your heart on fire? What is your heart's desire? You know what I mean? We also have books, which is kind of random, I feel like, but at the same time, as soon as I saw it, it was immediately like, do your research. Figure out, go online. What is it? Because I'm not exactly sure what it is that we're talking about here as far as what you feel like your purpose is, what your passion is, but do the research. Put in the work to figure out, how can I get there? Connect through your life purpose through this involvement. We also have energy healing. So it says that just so you know, spiritually, there's a message here that you have natural energy healing abilities, and it's an important part of your life purpose. I'm not sure if you're wanting messages in regards to your spiritual side of your career, or what exactly it is that you're asking about, but it's saying the message here is that you have energy healing ability. Maybe look into Reiki if that's something that's of interest to you, if like what I'm saying resonates at all, because you do have that ability. Everybody has spiritual ability, spiritual gift, psychic ability. It's a matter of who, like, some people are more naturally tapped in. Some people need to develop it more. But for whatever reason, the message here is that you have that within you. And then another message that I got when I saw this card was that there's some blocks within yourself that maybe you want to work on. And because you're an energy healer, you can actually help remove these blocks from yourself, like clear them yourself. So you can actually do the research on how to do that. So I'm trying to, you said, oh, absolutely right. So the message here is walk away from the things that aren't serving you anymore. Follow your passions. It may be a struggle a little bit. It may cause you some doubt, but don't have those self-limiting beliefs. Just decide that you deserve this, that this is your calling, this is your purpose, and just set those things in motion. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, this message on energy healing wanted to come out, so I just wanted to let you know. So as far as like specifics in regards to your career, what's new coming, it's more so advice. But you know, sometimes spirit is tricky like that. They don't always want to answer your question exactly how you worded it. But as far as what's coming, I feel like you're maybe coming into a mini awakening of some sort and realizing that you want more out of this life than what you're currently doing. You know what I mean? Oh, you're welcome, Aries. All right, guys. So, I threw out that free reading at the end just as a courtesy because I know that a lot of people have been watching, and I just felt like I did a lot of donations in a row, and I just wanted to like do something else for someone else for free. But it's been over 2 hours. I was really only planning on being here for an hour. And it's 2 a.m. where I am. I'm not sure how late it is for everyone else. I will be back this week. But I just want to let you guys know that I very much so appreciate all the support, the subscribing, the donations. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get to everybody. I just like hope that you guys are patient with me and understanding, and like just know that I try to do my best to try to help as many people as I can. I'm only one person. Maybe at some point I could get, on board with like another tarot reader. Maybe we could like team up or something like that. Maybe that would be fun. I'd have to look into that at some point, but just please be patient with me. I was scrolling through the chat and I noticed that some people were getting kind of impatient, and I just want you guys to know that like I do the free readings out of the kindness of my heart, and I just hope you guys understand if I can't get to everyone, that I try to be of service, and it makes me feel bad like when people get upset about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just started a full-time job a couple of weeks ago. So before I was doing a couple of times a week. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I was doing a couple of times a week, but now I'm like cutting back to like once or twice, and it's like probably gonna be like Thursday, Friday, if it's gonna be during Monday through Friday, and then like Saturday night probably. Um, so definitely at least once a week. That's why I came on tonight at 12 a.m. because I want to make sure that I'm at least coming on once a week because I don't want to let you guys down. So, I try to do my best to do what I can because I really do appreciate your support. So, anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I try to keep, if I close the list or whatever, I try to add it into the title, but I know sometimes it gets missed. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I will be back sometime within the next week, okay? Have a good night.